This is Hope Channel Zambia. You're just in time for the news. Let's take a look at stories making headlines in our news today. John Leng, mother of 5, appeals for help. Chitanda Lumumba Adventist Hospital commissioned. Pupils with special needs urged not to look down upon themselves. And in religious news, Dokamo Skills Training Center opened in Joma. And Docas workers in Woodlands Conference donate wheelchairs to persons living with disabilities. These stories plus more coming up in a moment.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211-220-286 or 0977-603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Bright SINKOZI alongside Sharon AKUFUNA with the details. A woman, mother of 5 in Lusaka's John Leng compound, is seeking for help from well-wishers following her inability to sustain her children after her husband decided not to provide for the family. Vivian Mwale Banda, whose source of livelihood now depends on selling pre-packed charcoal, has become the breadwinner, an activity she has done since 2021 when her husband embarked on a strange habit of doing nothing but leave home and come back only to sleep. 3 of Vivian's 5 children are living with disabilities, while the firstborn daughter, whose dream of completing her grade 12 is slowly being thrown into tatters, is no longer going to school since July as she lacks books, school shoes, and the only uniform she has had since grade 10 has now given up on her. Mrs. Banda says the husband is seemingly not moved by the current situation at home, where children would survive by eating 1 meal per day. She has since called on well-wishers to help her with buying school needs for her daughter to go back to school, and maybe she could be the pillar of the family. Mrs. Banda has also asked for those able to help with a wheelchair for 2 of his children whom she carries on her back for mobility. She is also asking for startup capital to enhance her business. Otherwise, her next option is to leave Lusaka and go back to the village.
This is Vivian Mwale Banda, a mother of 5 in Lusaka's John Leng compound. Out of the 5, 2 of her children are persons with special needs and 1 is mentally unwell. Her hope is in her daughter, who is in grade 12 but also has challenges of not having books, school uniforms and shoes, making her staying out of school this term. Miss Banda is a married woman, but her husband does not provide anything for the family. She says all she wants is for well-wishers to help her with wheelchairs for her 2 children and taking back her daughter to school at Washoka Secondary School, which is located in Kanyama compound. Miss Banda narrates that she only survives on charcoal business and cannot manage to fend for her family. She tells this reporter that for over 3 years, her children are not receiving any funds from government even after registering them. Miss Banda narrates the ordeal.
Nepano mavuto nili nayo ni abana ne mai na bana bali 5 but pamai na bana bali 5 bintu vanikosera apa kuti nikwanise bana kubasunga bwino kudya bwino kulibe ndine mkazi okwatira bwino amuna nili nawo but chisamaliro pa nyumba kulibe bana nikuvutikana nao soje pomwe mwapezera uyu mozi nuyu nole mala sazidie sasa chitabiri vonse nikunkala ni madaipa uyu nangu nodwala futi nwasikoseyo sasa kwanisa okushita vili vonse vo kuti angashite monga muntu na even problem ni daily hospital aba nangu mukuru uyu na eve no oenda ku school but amwesegulira no school problemu mabuku kulibe kupunza ni matushoni ndrama yote nimpelekele ku matushoni kulibe pano pa nyumba kuti tidye bwino kudya kulibe nikapimisha tumarasha twemwaona pa road pa tikagulisako ngati nga 20 kwaje nishitufunika tipimishe tidye na bana ate palibe vili vonse vochita akachoka pa nyumba ku sen kuoneka futi ni usiku peza na kulala bana bonse balala na njara yao kuuka futi kusen bayamba kushoka futi kula nikufika pano pa nyumba futi nikugona chabe na kuka no yamba hapo bana so chabe na utisokea ku school saka mbapo vili vonse so chitapo vili vonse so ndiye mavuto wena kumana nao maningi ichi chilema nishitopapirira chilibe tandizo chilibe uchea ndrama ozofola za masosha basafolako na mlembesa 3 years yonse zina sichoka uyu naye ole mana naye alibe tandizo naye nikunkara nao so chabe wonse bana so ndiye mavuto nili nao first born naye nosa konkoloka achoka hapo chabe wakuti nimunenzina muzo ti angankale sangankale.
For now, she feels going back to her parents' village in Eastern Province is the only solution.
Kai rusaka yanivuta abana skulu ngati balemba sakuya skulu but day oyemba kaida kaende kuyendo lemba akalemba ningeende okumunzi naendo nkana chabe kai kumunzi ndiye kuli makolo bangu wonse amamia dadi family yonse ili kumunzi so ningeende cheo kumunzi kuyondo nkala na bana tambulima kaili rusaka ni yativuta.
Miss Banda has not paid for her rentals for 3 months now and is living in fear from being evicted by her landlord. SINKOZI Hope News, Lusaka.
Well, some of the issues that are emanating from the compounds. Now, President Hakainde Hichilema says the opening of the Chitanda Lumamba Adventist Hospital in Chiyuni area of Gembe constituents will contribute to advanced health service delivery system closer to the population in the area. Speaking when he officiated at the official opening of the hospital last Friday, Mr. Hichilema said government considers health as central to the well-being of the Zambian citizens. The president said that government understands the importance of equity and fairness in delivering services such as health. And Chief Chitanda has expressed gratitude to government and the Gembe Member of Parliament, Princess Gasune, for the hospital and the donation of an ambulance. He urged the headmen of Chiyuni village to protect the hospital at all costs. Meanwhile, Northern Zambia Union Conference President Dr. Tommy Namitondo, being represented by Northern Zambia Union Conference Executive Secretary, has thanked Fountain of Life Forum founder Princess Gasune for donating $1 million to the Seventh-day Adventist Church to build the hospital in Chiyuni.
Hospital truly adds on to the facilities, to the institutions in our health service delivery system that would like to advance and get closer to the population wherever a Zambian lives. The UPND New Dawn government considers health as central to the well-being of our citizens. Our government understands the importance of equity, the importance of fairness in delivering services such as health. Health service delivery system is not just brick and mortar, it's not just walls. It is, if you like, medical staff. And medical staff is not just doctors, it's nurses, it's others such as sweepers, those who keep our hospitals clean, very important as a doctor is. Health service delivery is not just buildings, it's not just medical staff of all kinds, it's also medicines, it's also drugs, very important. It is the duty of this government to ensure that all of the array of things, all of the combination of the things that I've talked about must be available to our health centers, hospitals such as this one, Chitanda Lumumba SDA Hospital. So in this case, we have Honorable Kasune and her wonderful organization. We have Chief Chitanda Lumumba and his people. We have the church, Adventist Church. We have the government. Together, we deliver for these people better services, which they expect from all of us. So we are partners. We are not competitors. I've said this to other churches, to other chiefs. I know in the past, this chief was this party, this chief was supporting this party. Under this UPND, all the chiefs are treated equally. We will work with you as partners in development. Protect this asset.
Amububambe wando.
Don't take a boat from the pump, mugabambe plow, mwagwiha nata aliatinka kange plow, then there will be no water here.
Suwene mukuni tulamba echitalumbi na wawono chakupa muntu totolumba. Suwene mukuni tulamba inimbwa nangu kabwa. Muntu wonse alete kulumba nchawona menso.
Everyone needs to say thank you, something that you have seen with your eye.
Ndesa nuwa manduna.
To the headman,
Idalisi ndiye ngamba ya tusunge kabo tulundu.
the word that I say we should keep land.
Mwasibona chilanche ngamba tusunge kabo tulundu. Kapia kila chintu icho. Chinga tuwa pamflumende na yambai. Tuanda kumpa chechi. Lundu tulete kushibanu wa manduna kwa ambai lundu ndolo. Kakutaku lundu. Ninga chipatele chita chipopano.
Without land, this hospital have not been built here.
Kulisha lundu wa mtekanyeko.
Don't sell land, you should now stop.
Mwami la kwete ulishi ulundu kwa makuleta lusumpuko.
The chief does not sell land but to bring development.
Awobulia lundu kuliswiche. Chonse nche mutanda kuleta na wamfulumende. Amuchilete lundu nkwaruli kuno.
And therefore, as Seventh-day Adventist Northern Zambia Union Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, we would want to state that we will not disappoint the people of Chitanda Lumumba through the services that we will render to this community. Just like we have demonstrated from the time of handover, we have demonstrated through the leadership of Dr. Namitondo that we are not just receiving, but we have been active just like the founder has been active. The church so far has spent about 1.2 million kwacha into this project. As a church, we cannot conclude without extending our thanks to you personally, Mr. President, for the kind of a person, the kind of a member that you have been and that you have demonstrated to be. Even right now, as Seventh-day Adventist Church, what can we say to you? Just as a member of this community, you have demonstrated that within the few months, before December comes to the end, this place, this community, will see the new modern building of a mortuary. How can I say again? Our Hope Channel, Mr. President, was taken off the basis of politics from GoTV. How can I thank you again? Just speaking to you today, I would want to thank you, Mr. President, that you have demonstrated that you can put Hope Channel back to where we belong. We thank you so much, Mr. President.
In other news, the Ministry of Education has handed over 100 desks to Kalingalinga Primary School in Monali constituency. Minister of Education Douglas Siagarima says the ministry is working tirelessly to ensure that there are enough desks in schools so that they meet the growing population of pupils that are currently enrolling in all government institutions because of the free education policy. The minister was in the company of Monali constituency member of parliament Mike Mposha, Kalingalinga ward councillor Mukubesa Nyoni and other party officials. Speaking during the handover, Monali member of parliament Mike Mposha urged pupils to guard the desks jealously and has called on community leaders to protect the school property from vandalism.
Government has donated 100 desks to Kalingalinga Primary School. Education Minister Douglas Kakalima has urged pupils to die a little under the pages of the books if they are to become better people in life.
Die a little bit under the pages of your books and everything shall follow. Just a little bit. I know the catchment area here that we are so many. For us as the Minister of Education, as the President pronounced free education, we want every child to be in school. We are not asking anything from yourselves. All we want is your brain. It ends there. Drag yourself to come here, we shall pay for you. We will provide teachers for you. We will look for more teachers.
And Monali member of parliament Mike Mposha, who accompanied the education minister, has urged the community and school management to work together to arrest all those that vandalize school properties.
I think we are very grateful as a community of Monali constituency. Now, it's one thing to receive such a gesture. It's another to ensure that these desks are protected, are safeguarded against vandalism. I want to urge the learners, the pupils, these desks are not meant for you to be jumping around on them. If you are going to do that, within 3, 4, 6 months, there will be no desks to look at here. All these desks will be damaged. So please, can we exercise maximum levels of responsibility to ensure that the desks are well safeguarded? I take note of the high levels of vandalism around this community, Honorable Councillor, and all community leaders, including our party structures and various political parties, that let's work together to ensure that the levels of vandalism are addressed.
Kalingalinga Ward Councillor Mukubesa Nyoni says this will greatly help in achieving President Hakainde Hichilema's goal of no child should sit on the floor. And Deputy Head Teacher outlined some of the challenges the school is facing, among them shortage of school staff and no tight security. Mebo Chitimbiti reporting for Hope News in Lusaka.
And moving straight away from Kalingalinga Primary School, the two ministers toured Monali Secondary School to appreciate the challenges the school is faced with. And part of the tour at Monali Secondary School included visiting the special unit where they interacted with pupils with special needs at school. And Minister of Education Douglas Siagarima urged pupils, especially those with special needs, not to look down upon themselves, saying government is well aware about them and greater things are planned ahead for them.
Government has continued to support schools in the country. Today, Minister of Education Douglas Siagarima and Minister of Water Development and Sanitation, who is also Monali Member of Parliament Mike Mposha, took time to tour the Monali Secondary School. The ministers toured the school and interacted with pupils in many classes, including the special education class. The ministers advised pupils in the special education class to concentrate on their studies and not to look down on themselves, as government has a lot prepared for them.
That you are in this class because you must be somebody in future. You must be someone who will have acquired knowledge. This is a great school. Munali has always been a great school. And during the time I was at this school, I came from a very poor family. We didn't even have lights. We didn't have Zesco. So we were studying using the koloboy, whatever you call it. The paraffin, no, not even a candle. So I was studying using that. So most of the times when I wanted to study overnight or late in the night, I used to come back into this school and I had friends.
Tell you that we care for you. And we want you to learn and be what you want to be in future. Okay? And the only thing that you can do is to study hard. I can see you are writing exams this year. We want all of you here to have a fair share of the job market. Okay? So that amongst yourselves, we can have doctors, we can have engineers. The sky is the limit. For some of us, you are as able as anybody else. All we want is just your brain. That's all. And you can compete favorably with anybody. So we want to encourage you, do your mathematics, do your geography, do your history, study hard. I want one day, as I grow old, and you are a doctor at UTH, you say that you came to Munari Secondary School, and today I'm a doctor, and you are my patient. I'll be a very happy person. Thank you. So go.
Louisa Smonga reporting for Hope News in Lusaka.
Just now, let's take a break. More stories on the other side. To stay with us.
Cool off the heat this October with Topstar for only 160 kwacha. Antenna Classic OD Smart. Enjoy thrilling encounters and standout performances in Saudi Pro League with football legends Cristiano Ronaldo, Benzema, and Zambia's star Fashion Sakala. On Saturday, the 7th of October, catch Al Haqdat versus Neymars Al Halai at 17 hours on Sports Premium. Then later dive into the Bundesliga and see Bayern's Henry Kane unpack goals as they host Freiburg on Sunday, the 8th of October at 17:30 hours on Wild Football. That's not all. Tune into the most watched channel, Novella E+, and stay completely hooked on the romance and horror in the new series Love in 40 Days every day at 20:40 hours. Are you a movie fanatic? Tune into the world of blockbuster movies on Filmbox, ST Movies Zone, and ST Movies Plus. Download the StarTime's own app now for endless entertainment. Topstar, enjoy digital life.
There is nothing quite like the thrill of catching your own fish. And at Papino Investments, we bring that experience to you. Papino Investments, the home of live fish, has everything you need to make your meals unforgettable.
It has a different taste, and that is why I enjoy coming to this place.
From live fish that you can catch for yourself to smoked fish, just chickens and beef, we have a wide range of products that will satisfy your shopping needs. And if you're looking for something else, we have a wide range of groceries to choose from, including Hope Channel decorders. At Papino Investments, payment is easy. You can pay with cash or use our mobile money services. Visit us today at Robert's Fish and Veggies Building, Challenge Market, Lusaka, or call us at 0955 108708 or 0976 543822 or 0965 691909. Papino Investments, the home of live fish.
Are you ready to unlock a world of opportunities? Look no further than Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute. At Wansanje, we offer a passport to international recognition through a wide range of courses in various fields. Choose from our courses in travel and tourism, business administration, hospitality management, computer science and cybersecurity, entrepreneurship, food production, electrical, graphic designing, computer studies, and many more. With our expert faculty and state-of-the-art facilities, you will gain the skills you need to excel in your chosen field. For further inquiries, call us on 0211 220 286 or 0977 603389 or visit us in person at Kenneth Kaunda House, Cairo Road, next to the Bank of Zambia. You can also reach out to us via email at wtticollege@gmail.com. Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute is registered with the VETA and ICM, ensuring the high standards of education and recognition. Don't wait. Come and excel with us today at Wansanje Travel and Tourism Institute.
Thank you so much for still staying with us. And now for the rest of the news, we now turn our focus to religious matters, and we start with this from Choma. Minister of Technology and Science Felix Mutati has commended the Seventh-day Adventist Church for constructing a skills training center aimed at answering to challenges of unskilled labor. Mr. Mutati says the skills training center constructed in Joma will offer courses in metalwork, tailoring, mechanics and catering in a bid to supplement government's efforts in the education sector. The minister was speaking in a speech read on his behalf by Southern Province Assistant Director for Planning at the Provincial Administration when he officially opened the Skills Training Center in Joma. Mr. Mutati observed that the ability to acquire and apply practical skills is a pathway to self-reliance and a better future. And South Zambia Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church Personal Ministries Director Pastor Bedno Kuvanji says the Skills Training Center will commence its training activities in January of 2024, and some of the courses will include plumbing, bricklaying, electrical, and entrepreneurship. Details are in this report.
Minister of Technology and Science Felix Mutati has commended the Seventh-day Adventist Church for constructing a skills training center aimed at answering to challenges of unskilled labor. Mr. Mutati says the skills training center constructed in Choma will offer courses in metalwork, mechanics and catering in a bid to supplement government efforts in the education sector. The minister was speaking in a speech read on his behalf by Southern Province Assistant Director for Planning at the Provincial Administration when he officially opened the Skills Training Center in
The
Choma.
ability to acquire and apply practical skills is a pathway to self-reliance and a better future. This center will serve as a beacon of hope, providing valuable training in various vocational disciplines, enabling individuals to unlock their full potential and contribute meaningfully to society.
And South Zambia Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, a Personal Ministries Director Bedneko Banjin, says the Skills Training Center will commence trainings that also includes plumbing, bricklaying, electrical and entrepreneurship in January after accreditation with TAVETA.
We are hoping that by January that process will be done and we will be allowed to train officially by TAVETA. But before that, we are planning to help those that may want to know the skill but without the qualification requiring them to obtain the TAVETA certificate. We have many people who are skilled but they don't know how to do it.
Reporting, Lawrence Kabutu in Choma, Southern Province.
Now, last Sunday, 8th October 2023, Dorcas workers from Highlands Mission District in Woodlands Conference donated 5 new wheelchairs to 5 community members living with disabilities. Wheelchairs, all valued at 11,750 kwacha, were bought with funds contributed by Dorcas workers within the district. The donation is part of the Dorcas Society's quest to supplement on government's efforts in improving the welfare of citizens. Speaking during the donation at Chitukuko congregation, Dorcas District Dorcas Society President Phyllis Mazabuga appealed to all Dorcas workers to render help to the needy, even as individuals, without waiting for the entire society to be involved. And District Secretary Elder Sibalwa, who represented the district pastor, implored men in the Adventist Men's Organization to emulate the kind work that the Dorcas workers are doing.
Brand new wheelchairs ready for distribution to some of our own who have difficulties in walking or cannot walk at all. This is in order to promote mobility and enhance their quality of life. These devices were bought at 2,350 kwacha each by the Dorcas workers of Highlands Mission District in Woodlands Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
These wheelchairs that are going to hand in today are worth 11,750. So in conclusion, I am appealing to all Dorcas workers not to stop at this and not always wait to work as a group. Even as an individual, we can go out. The people that we live with, there are some who have a problem that we can work on. So even as an individual, go out there and help one or two people. Then God will bless you. As we continue in this vineyard, we say thank you to all the Dorcas workers for this job program. Amen.
This is a day that we wake of God.
Chitera kada sky nitde hataniza ko mawheelchair ni amikira kuti bapitirize kutaniza na benangu bangafuni kutanizika manidzi yosiyana wose bangomba badalisi.
When you look at Acts chapter 9, Acts chapter 9 we find a woman Dorcas who was involved in such noble works as distributing clothing and everything which was needed, which people needed in their lives.
Wake up, Buga. Wake up,
Wow, the Dorcas workers have done their part. I would love to know what you are doing for the community in God's vineyard. Brent Jobola, Hope News, Lusaka.
Our correspondent there, Brent Jobola, giving us a report of that kind gesture by Dorcas workers in Woodlands Conference. And finally, Minister of Education Douglas Isiagadime has called on teachers and lecturers to encourage their learners to explore their spirituality and moral scope. Speaking during the Lusaka Conference, professional teachers, lecturers, students, and education leaders' Big Sabbath at Mwembeshi Secondary School, Mr. Siakalima urged teachers to equip themselves with the latest teaching methodologies, tools, and resources that foster holistic development. And Mr. Siakalima has called on teachers to uphold the noble career. Meanwhile, Southern Zambia Union Conference Education Director, Pastor Evans Manjimela, has called on teachers to be role models to their learners. Details are in this.
Lusaka Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Education Department on Saturday, 7th October 2023 held a professional teachers, lecturers, students, and education leaders Big Sabbath at Mwembeshi Secondary School. Speaking at the event, Minister of Education Douglas Yakalima said teachers need to encourage a thirst for knowledge that goes beyond learning.
Allow me to share a few remarkable examples of how our teachers are promoting education in Zambia. 1. Inclusivity and diversity. Teachers in Zambia have created inclusive learning environments where every child, regardless of their background, feels valued and respected. 2. Community engagement. Through community-driven initiatives, they have not only improved the quality of education, but also strengthened the bond between schools and society.
Southern Zambia Union Education Director, Pastor Evans Manjimela, has called upon professional teachers to attend the Teachers' Convention that will be held in December 2023 in Livingstone.
We also emphasized during the Big Sabbath the SID, Southern Indian Ocean Division Teachers' Convention that will be held from December 12th to 17th. 2023 at Zambezi Junction. We expect all teachers in government, in private schools, in community schools, whoever is an Adventist. It's an opportunity for us to gather. There will be 23 countries represented. In the language of the church, there will be 13 unions. It's an opportunity, my dear brothers and sisters, not only to go and learn, but to interact with your brothers and sisters, to interact with huge and big minds, to interact with successful schools. It's an opportunity to relax. You know, in Livingstone, there is a tourist city. That place is not only for foreigners, it's also our city. So let's go there, friends. Let's go, friends. Let all roads in December lead to Livingstone for the Teachers' Convention, December 12th to 17th. What is crucial, though, is registration. What is crucial is registration. And during this engagement with our minister, I'm glad to inform you that the Minister of Education, Honorable Douglas Chakalima, has pledged to give us 3 big buses to transport teachers from Lusaka, going all the way to Livingstone and back. So already transport has been catered for us that are in the city. And so we want to thank God for that. And with that, we see that your burden of transport has been taken away. So look around for registration. October 30 is the deadline for the registration, which is $40 per participant.
And Lusaka Conference Education Director, Pastor Billy Mugombo, had this to say.
And so we are just so happy that by God's grace this meeting has been successful. We are simply saying today that we want our teachers by God's grace to inculcate education that will change character in the lives of the learners. We do understand that our teachers are in government, in church-owned schools, other private-owned schools, and so we understand the importance of education, that we have to train the head, the heart and the hands as a holistic way of education.
One of the attendees now explains some of the lessons they learned.
So today I've attended the Lusaka Conference Teachers Big Sabbath here at Mwembeshi Secondary School, and the experience has been great. I've learned a lot from morning up to this time. In the sermon, you know, Pastor Manjimela said a lot of things that have actually touched me. We as Adventist teachers, we need to make sure that our minds love Christ and our minds are in love with the kids that we are teaching in our various classes.
Mebo Chitimbiti, reporting for Hope News in Mwembeshi.
Thanks a lot, Mebo, for that report. And on that note, we end the bulletin. But before we go, let's recap on stories that made headlines. John Leng, mother of 5, appeals for help. Chitanda Lumumba Adventist Hospital has been commissioned. Pupils with special needs urged not to look down upon themselves. Dokamo Skills Training Center has been officially opened in Joma district of Southern Province, and Dorcas workers from Woodlands Conference have donated 5 wheelchairs to persons living with disabilities from within the community. Thank you so much for joining us on the news desk. Keep watching Hope Channel Zambia. On behalf of the entire studio and production team, I'm Bright SINKOZI alongside Sharon AKUFUNA. Until then, it's God bless and bye from all of us.